Are you aware that silence can be among your biggest strengths? Learn how to differentiate yourself from the crowd in the noisy world today by your body language. Silence is our greatest tool to connect with others and show confidence, Stoicism and ancient teaching shows us. Let's look at 8 habits that illustrate how silence can improve your influence and interaction. These habits are powerful, purpose-filled, and life-altering. They have been trialed and tested and will help you build better relationships, gain influence, and carry yourself with confidence. This is especially true in certain situations, and I bet you can put some of these tips to use today, so stay with me to the end. I will also share some examples from my own life about how silence can change what you think about who you are and the way the world sees you. 8 habits that can make you quietly irresistible. Confident one. Confidence through calm. Confidence is not about being the voice everyone hears. Real self-confidence comes from within. The concept a Stoic believes in is that we do not have control over other people, but only over our minds. Marcus Aurelius, true control is control of your mind. To build this confidence, revisit your principles. Each night, consider whether you lived up to your values. Learn to stay calm in difficult situations. When meeting stress, take a deep breath and react cool. Set small goals. Completing even little things gives you confidence one step at a time. Get ready for challenges. Find some time each morning to visualize the things that could go wrong and plan how to stay calm. That quiet confidence is appealing because it demonstrates you're in control, regardless of the chaos around you. 2. Peace. Restfulness amidst the turmoil. Serenity isn't merely about keeping calm, it's about finding strength in turmoil. Stoicism holds that you achieve peace by accepting what's out of your control and concentrating on what is. Epictetus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. To develop serenity. Think before you react. If you feel stressed, pause before you act. Meditate daily. Meditation allows you to observe your thoughts without being overcome by them. Reflect each evening. At the end of your waking day, recap and ask yourself how you might do things differently next time. Visualize challenges. Consider the worst-case scenario so you can be better prepared and lessen your fear of the unknown. Serenity is like being the eye of a hurricane. It helps keep you centered and attracts people to your serene energy. 3. The power of being in the now. Building happiness, skill, and purpose to be present is to focus completely on the now. Stoicism implores us to immerse ourselves in each moment, as Seneca wrote. While we are postponing, life speeds by. To be more present. Practice mindfulness. Be aware of the present moment without judgment or distraction. Listen with intent. Focus on the person talking to you. Overwhelm. Do one thing at a time and apply your full attention to it. Reflection and journaling. At the end of each day, evaluate your wandering mind and how you can stay present more tomorrow. It generates a more meaningful life and relationships. 4. Integrity. Living in alignment to your values. Integrity is about doing everything you do according to your values. What does eloquence matter? Asks Epictetus, so long as you cannot live in accordance with your principles. To cultivate integrity. Get clear on your values. Spend time figuring out what you value most in life. Step back. Take a moment to reflect on whether your actions reflect your values. Be transparent. Be clear and forthright in your interactions with others. Think beyond the moment. In moments of weakness, ask yourself what will still hold true months from now. It is that your words should reflect what you are doing, but actions that inspire the trust and respect of others should accompany your words. 5. Discipline. The faculty of restraining oneself. Self-control is perhaps the key secret and essential virtue in a world that promotes immediate gratification and emotional impulses. The Stoics thought it was crucial to govern our impulses and passions because self-control is a path to inner peace and outward effectiveness. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, once said, though this quote has been attributed to others as well, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. That means we get to decide how to respond, no matter what anyone else is doing. Instead, we must take considered, measured actions that are true to who we are. What is self-restraint? Self-restraint isn't about stifling your feelings or forcing down your wants. It's about being aware of them and what they can do and making choices that align with your values instead of just acting on a whim. So, for example, if someone gets you angry, take a second to think rather than retaliate. It takes strength and wisdom to act with calmness. Instead of refusing due to temptations to overdo, consider whether it is truly in alignment with anything you want long-term in all aspects of life, including mental health. How to develop self-restraint. Gain perspective. Try the Stoic exercise known as the view from above. Picture your life from a higher perspective, like a bird that flies overhead. This makes you get the bigger picture and see the immediate desire in perspective. Set clear boundaries. Set limits for yourself. A maximum you can spend, for instance, spending wisely, eating moderately, preventing a lot of distractions. Develop daily habits such as exercising or meditating to establish discipline. Prepare for challenges. Consider some of the scenarios where your self-control could be challenged. Decide how to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Practice restraint in speech. Choose your words carefully. Do not talk out of anger or frustration. Why self-restraint matters. It frees us from the tyranny of our emotions or desires. It allows us to act in ways that actually align with the people we aspire to be. It builds confidence. You become in control of your life. Builds relationships. People admire and trust those who are calm in times of pressure. Builds inner peace. Doing what aligns with your values creates less regret and fosters self-respect. In controlling yourself, you will not only become a better version of yourself, but also motivate others in the process. Self-restraint and joy. Self-restraint does not mean denying yourself joy or emotion. It's about living with purpose, making decisions that are true to your values, and creating a life of purpose and contentment. And the more you practice this virtue, the stronger and free you become. Here's the formatted version of your article with proper subheadings, retaining every word exactly as written. 6. Gratitude, a foundation of joy. The Stoic idea of gratitude is more than saying, thank you, I have already held an immensely positive way of thinking that breaks the chain of our needs to what we may already have. This transition encourages satisfaction and a healthy view of life. As a Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, a man who does not have enough is not satisfied with little. He who does not have little does not have enough. This shines a light on the fact that genuine joy derives from valuing what we hold instead of pursuing always more. The essence of gratitude. Stoics think the external components of life, health, relationships, possessions are temporary and not wholly in our control. Since life is a gift and nothing is meant to be held on forever, living in the here and now and being grateful for what you have prevents resentment from festering. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to the moment, not to agonize over the past or fret over the future. That mindfulness enables us to appreciate beauty in little things and to experience joy even through difficult situations. An attitude of gratitude in our daily lives. If all we have is now, reflect on loss to appreciate the present. Think about the risks you will be willing to take without your health, loved ones, or basic comforts. This practice is not meant to instill fear, but to help you appreciate what you have now. Recognize the contributions of others. The Stoics teach the connection of all humanity. Acknowledge the people who contribute positively to your life, whether friends, family, colleagues, or strangers. Gratitude deepens relationships and creates a sense of community. Evening reflection. At the close of each day, think about a few things that brought you happiness or gratitude. This habit encourages positivity and trains your mind to look for the best in every situation. Recognize your efforts. Gratitude is not just for outside influences. Celebrate your hard work, perseverance, and progress. This makes for positive self-acknowledgement, building self-esteem and fueling more self-improvement. The power of gratitude. Gratitude changes our perspective toward the world. Focusing on the positives amidst the negatives makes us more admission and hopeful. It doesn't mean looking away from life's challenges, but keeping them balanced against the awareness of your life's blessings. Gratitude cultivates a lasting joy that does not require pleasant circumstances to flourish. Helps us connect with others, restores our inner peace, and strengthens our spirit to meet life's challenges with grace and strength. When we start to feel grateful, we add richness to our lives and inspire others to bring a perspective of gratitude and hope to their lives. 7. Be humble. Remember your position. Note, this is not meant as a masochistic display of self-depreciation or belittling our worth. Instead, it's about nurturing a correct knowledge of oneself in the world. It's one of those down-to-earth virtues that inspires respect for others and clarity in our purpose. As Epictetus advised, do not elaborate your philosophy. Embodied, this highlights that wisdom is man's actions, not man's passions. A humble person strives to embody their values quietly but powerfully, without seeking adulation or someone else's stamp of approval. The essence of humility. Everything I've talked about today, humility, wisdom, respect, acceptance, generosity, is closely tied to one of the great existential ideas of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. The idea that there are some things in our power, our actions, our thoughts, and some things not the actions and opinions of other people, external events, and that we should take responsibility only for those things in our power. On the contrary, others are not external events and opinions. Humility is a natural consequence of focusing on the factors within our control and letting go of those beyond our grasp. It helps us balance our ego-fueled urges to control or exploit situations and people, bringing us in line with reality. How can humility be practiced in daily life? Engage in self-reflection. Periodic self-examination. Check your actions, thoughts, or intent. Are they by wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation? This reflective practice keeps you grounded and prevents arrogance. Value the wisdom of others. A wise professor once told me that no one is beneath you. Meekness is about being open to learning and others' opinions. Respond to praise and criticism gratefully. A Stoic responds to praise and condemnation with a sense of composure. Humility gives us the mental disposition to receive compliments without vanity and criticism without defensiveness, allowing our hearts to remain stable within their virtue. Contribute quietly. We become genuinely humble when we act without seeking recognition, be it lending a hand to a coworker, providing support to a friend, or volunteering. We do good things for the sake of it. Doing so helps build humility within yourself, developing community bonds. The benefits of humility. It helps us see straight, unclouded by pride and insecurity. It enables us to genuinely encounter our world, recognizing our strengths and limitations. Humility promotes understanding and compromise, creating peaceful work and life relationships. This also fosters personal growth because we will learn and grow faster when we keep our minds open and remain humble. If we are humble, the peace of God, which is not of this world, can reign in us and be strong. We can be quiet too, real peace. 8, patience. Enduring with grace. Patience is one of the central tenets of Stoic practice. The passive virtue versus passive consideration. With it, you will endure, keep your cool. And instead of anxiety and panic, undergo trials and tribulations always with the knowledge and wisdom of an unclouded mind. Seneca said wisely, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. The above distills the ethos of patience regarding checking impulsive reactions and finding equanimity of mind. The essence of patience. Patience, from a Stoic perspective, is not an individual matter. Life is also filled with delays, challenges, and unpredictable occurrences, and patience helps us get over those moments without anger and rancor. When we concentrate on what we can influence our thoughts and actions, we cultivate the ability to endure discomfort and the wisdom to do something when the moment comes. How to cultivate patience in everyday life. Meditate on impermanence. Remember that everything in life is temporary. Such a perspective dampens the urgency of immediate desires. It allows you to hold discomfort at bay, knowing it eventually ends. See problems as opportunities. Rather than resenting delays or obstacles, say to yourself, what can this teach me? This perspective reinterprets adversities as potential pathways for development and fortitude. Practice deliberate calmness. Next time at your wit's end, take a deep breath, step back, and respond. This will help strengthen keeping you cool under pressure. Be patient with other people. Understand that everybody is struggling in their own way and works at their own pace. You promote cooperation and altruism by expressing empathy and giving people time. The power of patience. Patience turns the wait into a growth opportunity rather than passively sitting around. It instructs us to be gracious in suffering, respond wisely, and approach life with a calm, level head. Through patience, we learn to endure hardship without losing our peace. It allows us to be present in each moment, savoring life as we meet it in its time. Thank you for joining us in exploring these timeless Stoic virtues. Fifth, you are on a journey, and remember that each step of wisdom, humility, and patience moves you closer to a life of peace and resilience. We look forward to going on this journey towards a virtuous and fulfilling life with you. If you understand enough now, explore one of the videos recommended on your screen to learn more. You are welcome to our channel where wisdom is put into action.